You've awakened from your chairs in a dimly lit, domed latticework room. Above you, you see open space and stars, and every now and then, an ivory ring rotates into view, moves across from east to west, and disappears behind the horizon before another part of the ring takes its place on the east. You look around you and see refuse. You see water and dirt dripping from old pipes from the ceiling, computers and servers that light up and whir with all kinds of strange multicolored lights, a rainbow of foreign technology that you've never seen before. There seems to be several exits in this large room that you are in, but currently you're just reuniting with the various characters who seem to have come to your aid throughout your, your journey through Edenborough. What do you do?
Who's the creepy guy next to Nick?
That's Kay.
That's Kay looks at you and then starts crying.
God. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Me.
I didn't say that in it because I thought this was Kay.
What? That
You
doesn't
would
look
be
like Kay at
incorrect.
all.
Not Kay at all.
That's Gant.
This is Gant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is Kay.
Yes.
Yes. And this is Grandma.
This is Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Johnnery.
That's
Jennifer.
Jonathan Stanlow, your best buddy who loves Wonderwall.
I'm having such a bad
Cassidy.
name day.
Wasn't that the one?
Cassidy's in here too, but believe it or not,
Where's
I
she?
didn't give her a.
She over here.
All right, fine. I'll give her a fucking icon.
Oh, for God's
She
sake!
over here.
Isn't this Mob Cassidy?
This is Mob
No,
Cassidy.
no,
yes.
no.
Where
this
is Cassidy?
This is Jonathan.
Jonathan? Who's that?
Jonathan
best
Stanley,
bud?
his best
I'm
fucking
kidding.
friend. Oh, I see. Here, we've created Cassidy for you.
Okay. So now we know everyone.
We
Yes.
need to know who we're killing, and we definitely need her.
God, K17 looks great, actually.
I'm
Like, damn.
going to
I didn't
approach
Loved him before.
Gant, still like in his like chair of doom.
He seems to be quite restrained in one of the server-like chairs that you guys were sitting in yourselves. It looks identical to the one that you guys are sitting in, just has a lot more wires and a lot more plugs that have snaked their way into around his form.
Has he woken up yet?
He doesn't appear to have, but he's also
Okay.
wearing full body armor that makes him look like a Panzer tank.
Before we do anything, I'm gonna quickly change my hair color to blonde and part my hair so that my shaved part is gone. And I'm gonna turn to the others.
I look the same. I'm gonna go.
50 credits says that
I'm gonna look at
he is. 50 credits says that he is going to basically act first, ask questions later when he wakes up. So if we can look as familiar to him as possible, he might not kill us.
How about maybe should we be as far from him as possible, or should we surround him?
I think we should uncover his face and eyes so he can see us, but leave his body restrained first.
Okay, then I'll do that. Take off his helmet. I'm doing it.
We can try.
Okay, you reach out to the helmet and you see that it has got like these two massive like tentacles wrapped around the forehead and then around the chin. You can only see the dimly unlit visor that hides his face. You attempt to take it off and you get a little under the chin and a little around the back, but you can't seem to get any kind of like purchase on a button or a release or any kind of
I was just gonna
thing.
cut it off.
Is there? Let's not do that, just in case. Is there a
Up to the guy's
console
face.
anywhere?
You can try. I mean, you know. Tentacles seem to
can
be
I
the
look-
primary thing.
Can I look for a console first?
Yeah, you look around the room and you see lights and hookups literally everywhere. Like there is not a place on this room on the walls that don't have some kind of terminal, server, network relay, some kind of router. And there's a lot of these things you don't actually recognize what they're doing. These pieces of technology, but they just hum with a reassuring bit of noise. Aurelia?
look-
Oh, sorry.
Look for an off switch.
Gonna look for an off switch. Okay. Roll. You're gonna roll your computer check. Abram and Aurelio, you're gonna be doing, I guess, whatever you do. The other two people in your party, Azura's walked over to Cassandra's limp form and is kind of looking her over himself. Meanwhile, Jonathan seems to just be kind of pulling up the rear. K17's gotten a little bit like silent, a little quiet, but they have stood back up and they seem to be checking their weapons.
What's he packing? Or she?
K-17, a very large hand pistol, and then you see that there's a retractable blade along the underside of his wrist.
Nice.
That goes into his
I
forearm.
rolled a 13.
Okay, you're looking around the room, and you are 100% certain that nothing like any... You're pretty certain that you've seen some stuff like this once, and it was in a sci-fi movie. Like, in fiction. Like, you are looking at crazy technology that you've never seen before, and you are not convinced that you would be able to reliably turn off any of this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Cut.
Are these tentacles biological looking, or do they look...
They suspiciously look very uncomfortably biologically looking, but they are synthetic. They look like latex and like plastics. Constructed materials, not grown, not flesh, but
they're just
not
holding
traditional.
him, right? They're not going into him.
No, you don't see anything that's like wormed its way into an ear or
Okay.
anything like that.
Then
Wow,
cutting
it
it shouldn't be a problem.
It took a lot to take this guy down.
Yeah.
Snippy.
Go ahead.
I'm going to
Just be
stand close
careful.
by just to make sure that nothing beeps with alarm and alert.
So, just to be sure, I'm just going to ask this question. You're cutting away tentacles and restraints. You're not trying to remove any of the armor.
I just want to get him unrestrained and take off his helmet.
Okay. Make
Because you
a
need to take off his helmet to figure out if he's, like, alive.
make an attack action against the tentacles with advantage because they're standing still. But you have to overcome their native defense.
Is that just like a... Is it
God.
just like a regular 20?
Yeah, it's like a dual 20. Is it plus your whatever weapon you're using to try and
Yeah, what are you
remove these
using?
things? How are you doing this, Aurelia? Paint us a word picture. He takes out a
He's using
small
his rodent
hedgehog.
teeth.
I'm gonna ask Kay if I can borrow his knife. Her knife. Her knife?
I actually Wait.
Yeah? Do you have a knife? Because I don't. It's the only weapon I don't have.
She presses a button on her wrist and her fingernails elongate and turn into claws. Maybe I should do it?
Have you always been able to do that?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
yeah, technically she could.
Abram's just like, alright, that was him.
Alright. So I'm gonna attack it with my dagger.
Okay.
Slash
This is with
nails.
advantage. Okay, yeah, you
If
give...
it gets any better than that.
That first one gets... you dig in, and like it yields uncomfortably
Oh, it
beneath
feels
your
gross.
fingernails. It's just like... As you dig your fingers through it and start to part away these tentacles, black oil and slick starts to pour out through the wound that you create. They don't like scream or wiggle or yield or anything like that. They just kind of like fall away slowly as you pull them back like vines, like overgrown vines is really what they feel like in terms of how rigid they are, how hard they are to remove. And eventually you pull them away, just the ones around the head, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you do so. Now what?
Okay.
Helmet.
I'm gonna take the helmet off.
Helmet.
Okay, make a... you see...
Wait. I could do it. I got sleight of hand. Let me do it.
Okay, you're gonna make
okay.
an attack action, actually.
Okay.
Oh my
Because
god.
you're
But I
you're
add my
trying to break armor, yeah.
I'm breaking it? I'm just taking it off.
You don't... There is no... Okay, yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't.
That's a sleight of hand. I'm just taking it off.
Don't worry, he's tied
Yeah,
down. Unless
roll.
he can shoot lasers out of his eyes.
Oh, he's gonna kill us.
Okay.
23.
You go to take off the
that.
helmet. It's latched on.
He'll undo his little latchies.
You can't.
I tell him to undo the little latchies.
I don't think he can move.
Wait.
I think he's still. I think he's still connected.
Are there visors or anything going on here?
Are there visors or anything going on?
Can
here?
I see his face at all?
You can't. Completely obscured through there's a gray visor that's grayed out. You can't see through it though. Make a Arcana
Is
check
there-
again for me, Nix.
Is he a robot?
I really hope not.
Are you trying to rip off his head?
21?
You see that behind
Oh, no.
him, this man is actually wearing what appears to be a J-12 jetpack. on their back, but it's been like consumed by these vines. And you see that these vines have actually started to work their way into what looks to be like battery packs and things like that of that nature on his back, on the lower part of his waist. And it seems like they've just really gotten into anything that could possibly provide electricity.
I'm gonna get rid of those. So I do my attack with advantage again?
Yeah, you should. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Azura walks up behind you, Abram.
21.
And just kind of hushily whispers. Meanwhile, Nyx is cutting away the vines as she slashes through another couple here, another couple here. Azura says,
Should we really be doing this?
What do
He
you
got
mean?
us out of there, it's only fair.
you know what? Yeah, Azura nods.
I think
mean,
that's fair.
There's a reason we're leaving his arms bound for now. I think
Are
if
you?
nothing else, yeah. Everything else is bound except for his head. I don't know what she's cutting away.
I'm getting rid of the tentacle things.
Okay, as you cut them away, you see that they fall to the ground and kind of writhe. Like there's these blue lights that line along these ones.
I pick it up.
Okay, it wiggles a little bit in your hands for just a few seconds longer before going still.
I want to look at it.
Okay.
I thought you said look at.
Inspect.
I thought you said look at you.
Roll
No,
a
not
Arcana
yet.
check.
Not yet.
11.
Yeah, it looks a lot like some squid that's actually native to Sargasso, and it's kind of in that way that like you pour some soy sauce on, and like the salt reactivates their muscles, and they start wiggling. That's the kind of thing
Ew.
going
I like
on.
it.
It tastes
Oh.
disgusting, and
Okay.
if you think
So
that if
not
you were
organic.
to try and do that again, you'd have to roll a Constitution saving throw to avoid being poisoned.
Aurelio,
So
please
not
stop
organic?
that.
After you start cutting away more of these tentacles that have felt more like a little bit more alive, you actually see a bit of light start to emit from the visor slowly, like some kind of faint LEDs beginning to turn on.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of.
Everyone roll
look-
perception.
Oh god,
We're dead.
I'm dead. 15.
Oh wow!
14.
All three of you begin to hear some kind
Oh,
of
fuck.
uncomfortable, like skittering and scraping sounds from above you and below you and far, far, far down different hallways that lead to this dome-like room.
Probably like the robots, right? Like the robot people.
I'm just gonna keep
Is it
chopping
is it
away
big
at those
skittering
tentacles, I
or
guess.
like little skittering?
You can't really tell, but it was very far away. So if you
Medium
heard it
skittering.
all that way,
All right. If
I'm
nothing
gonna-
else, we can ask him questions when he comes to.
I'm
If he's
gonna
alive.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna like kind of examine to see if there's anything else that I can cut away.
investigation check.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
just knowing that,
immediately,
I wanted to ask Kay something.
sure. Immediately, you can tell that you have left him restrained around his hands. So Abram has told me. But you also see a variety of tools, weapons. You see something that looks like some kind of launching device on the shoulder. You see heavy armor on the waist and around the wrists. You see what appears to be a very heavy-duty carbine that's just kind of strapped to their leg with like metal bands.
He is armed like a tank. Do I see any wires that were like similar to the ones that were connected to me?
You do around like the knees, and you cut them away, presumably.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And while Nyx is doing this, Aurelio.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing?
You wanted to do a thing?
Yeah, I was just waiting because background noise. Yeah, I wanted to ask Kay. So like, do you recognize this place or anything? Do you know anything about this?
I have never seen this place before in my entire life.
What about the technology here?
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
I do my best. Let me get my dice out. Hold on.
Okay, no problem. No worries.
I have not seen anything like this before in my entire life, but it looks like some incredibly advanced processing unit.
Okay.
The only thing I've
ha-
seen that comes close is like those we have on Lunaris, but not by light years.
Do you guys do you remember how you like got into this area?
Yes, we arrived on the Night Owl, but how we got to this room, I don't remember.
Okay.
Azura was in combat with a creature. Do you remember anything?
Yes, I remember fighting that creature as well as others. There was several more of them. I don't know where they've gone. I heard something behind me, and then I was in that town, is what I remember next. Wait, we came here on the Night Owl. That means it should be around here somewhere. Come in.
As our ship should.
This is Captain Azura. Can you hear me? Come in. Damn.
Oh, does my cell phone work?
You unfortunately have no reception.
That's why. Okay.
I expected as much. Still looking at him, still like trying to get him to come to, I guess.
You hear what appears to be like a whirring sound and like a hard drive spinning up.
Oh, okay.
Just like a
Alright,
and then
so
it just
he's
kind of
booting-
maintains.
He's booting up.
I guess so. The power must be returning to his systems rather than being leached
Do
by
I
these
see
things.
anything else that needs to
Yes,
be cut?
the visor. Well, that remains to be cut. No, besides the ones that are apparently on the arms that you have chosen to leave there on purpose.
I guess we just need to wait until he comes to him.
Or you can shake them.
Meanwhile,
Let's not do that.
If
Do
you
not
touch
touch
me,
last-
I'll kill you
What?
myself.
oh,
What?
Hey, he's awake.
You're conscious.
He says nothing.
Do you remember the high school?
Why are you talking like that? Are you making fun of the way I talk again?
He does remember. Yes.
God.
Do you remember how you got to this place?
No.
If we undo your stuff, are you gonna assassinate us? Because that's like a big worry around here. We don't, necessarily like dying.
The visor just like slowly tilts away from Nyx and towards Aurelio and just maintains this uncomfortably long gaze.
Yeah, but you're talking about to Aurelio, so Aurelio just stares at him like completely like still questioning, like, are you going to? We don't. I mean, I've already died
Everyone roll
once. I only
perception
won't
check
do it
again, please.
Perception. God.
15.
Damn it. I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm dead.
You're not
What?
dead. You're just-
Aurelio, did you roll perception as well?
I rolled 15.
Oh, nice. Good job. You guys hear another skittering sound, and this time it's from directly above you, and all of a sudden the grate falls down and hits the ground with a loud bang, and you see like a figure descend from the ceiling directly in front of Cassandra, and Jonathan falls backwards as this large thing rears back a claw.
Wait a second. I'm gonna, while this is happening, I'm just gonna quickly just like undo the cables holding down Ken's hands.
You,
I'm slashing it already.
roll initiative, please. We'll see if you have time to do that.
Oh no.
Did you guys hear those slurps?
Yes!
What
I'm
do I
alright.
have?
Let
What
me
do
roll
I
this
have?
twice. Alright, 10.
What the? Oh my
Yay!
god.
What horrifying creature do I have for you?
I'm
Can
afraid.
you just put in an owl bear and we'll pretend?
No, I'm
really
gonna.
like
Ooh,
this.
I'm gonna put in this one.
What the fuck is that?
Hold on, wait, I
What
have to
is
zoom
that?
in more for effect.
Yeah, me.
Oh
okay.
Never
god,
mind, don't worry.
why?
I appreciate
I know
it.
I went to zoom in and it was bigger, so it's alright.
Oh, Fortuna.
Why
Oh
does
shoot.
it,
Well,
why
it's
does
all
it
like
look-
metal.
why does it look like a guy from Robots?
I don't know what
You know
that
that
is.
movie?
Oh, with
That
like
movie
Robin
Robot.
Williams, who was like that weird red one that like made no sense. Hold on, I need to get some spare paper.
Yeah.
I'm
It looks
grossly
like-
unprepared.
It looks like a boss. Do you remember that train, that choo-choo train boss by the castle in Beauty and the Beast area of Kingdom
Yes,
Hearts?
I do
Yeah,
remember that.
looks like that guy.
It
Oh
does.
my god.
Abram, did you say yeah too?
Yeah.
Abram
Thank
fucking
God.
knows this shit. Okay,
Thank God someone
Aurelio.
else.
So Coconut, you've got your 15. Nyx. Abram was a 8.
I was 8 and then earlier re-rolled for 10 because we both got 8.
Okay.
Well, I rolled double initiative because that's a skill.
Oh, yeah, that works. Well, there
That's
we
a
go.
thing. Okay, you go last,
It all worked
Azura.
out.
Bye,
Oh.
Zara. Look at him. He's like right next to the hand.
Oh
Big
my,
meaty
oh my
claws.
god. Okay. K17, however, has an oh, wait a minute. I can just make her. Well, I already rolled in real life. Okay, and then we roll for the horrifying, gigantic monstrosity. It goes right in there.
Can you name him?
I'm just gonna call it a reclaimer because
Okay,
it
cool.
reaches out with large clawed hands to put you back where you belong.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna call him Steve,
Rude.
Call him Steve if you want.
just for simplicity.
It is going to reach out and make a. Actually, no. K1's gonna go first. Sorry, my bad.
Well, okay, get in there.
Hey!
Be careful.
Yeah, she'll
Oh,
she'll do her
Kay's
best.
badass. She got this.
Be careful.
We love you, Kay.
Every kiss makes
Oh my god.
She takes the fucking shot.
Oh my, she's got a +9.
She's very dexterous.
Just want to let you guys know. Remember, I called her. She's mine.
Okay,
Fine.
and that's how much damage she does. Nyx, it's your turn.
I'm cutting Gant's restraints.
All right, I think you can get one off. Roll an attack action against these tentacle vine things.
Do I need to roll advantage or?
Not this
they're
time,
not
because
moving?
now you're under pressure.
Oh.
You get one. Sling! You slice through, and like he lifts his arm up, and it makes this terrible whirring sound, clearly showing that he's not fully recharged or whatever,
Uh-oh.
Or human.
or human.
Yeah, he's not
Is
here.
that the end of my turn or?
You have
Makes him a
you
good
have your
assassin.
movement and you have your bonus action, but that's your regular action.
I'm gonna stay right here
Okay, Aurelio.
because I am currently being guarded by like 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in a good fucking place there, girl.
Okay. So let's see what I have.
Really quick, DM, I'm sorry. How much AC does the shield go? 1, right?
The lion shield, yes, that is
Yeah.
+1 to your already rather rather
Because
robust AC.
Well, I forgot I had like a thing saying if it was on or off when it mattered. Now it does not matter. I'm holding it, right? Because I don't actually hold it anymore, right?
That was just for storage. It still takes a hand.
Oh, okay, fine.
Sorry,
gotcha.
yeah,
No, I want to make sure my sheet was straight.
I understand.
Do like abilities like cutting words or like rousing speech or whatever? Are they like that you can use that and then move, or are they you can use that and attack?
They will
Here's
say
regular, like,
they'll specify whether or not it uses an action or a bonus action. If you don't know, it's probably an action.
Okay, I don't know, so this one's probably an action. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this though because I don't like how close this thing is to Azura and Abram, and I don't like how much damage it probably can do.
Mhm.
You know, Jonifer is kind of weak, so at least he looks like it.
He's got a big assault rifle actually, but he is a little shaken.
He could do good damage, but he's so
He has like 5 HP.
yeah. So I'm gonna use cutting words against. Please, I'm gonna use cutting words against Steve the Reclaimer. I forgot what he was,
Mhm.
and he can't like. There's nothing to roll to like not get hit by that. It's
That's
just
fine.
I use one of my
Yeah,
my
you
ambassador
debuff 'em.
inspirations, and I want to use that. So he takes 1d6 from the attack roll.
His next attack, huh?
So his next attack roll, like to attack or whatever, to attack somebody, roll 1d6.
Sure.
Take that off of it.
Remember
That's a
that
really
because
cool
I will probably forget. So it's up to you to remind me.
Yep. Okay.
Now the Reclaimer goes. It reaches out with this tremendous 3-pronged claw and makes a snatch. Sweeps through the air. Holy fuck. Okay, roll that 1d6, Aurelio. Let's see if you can save. Let's see if you can.
5.
Minus
So take
5.
5 from that.
Minus 5. Okay, that's a 13.
Okay.
Jonathan is snatched.
No,
Wait.
Jonathan.
Sweeps through the air, and you just hear "Ah!" as he's just like pulled right off his feet and hoisted 15 feet in
Talking
the
to
air.
free action, all you hear is really go, I tried.
I know, I appreciate you. And he's now just dangling up in the air, and this Reclaimer's
my
just like
God.
claimed him, and it
No.
looks down at you other 3, and then
Guys,
its
he's your
eyes
best
just
friend.
turn red, boom, and it just makes this terrible moaning sound.
Guys, we need to save my friend.
Okay,
That's the chief's son.
We're working on it.
And now it's going to make a standard attack action against who is closest. Oh, what? It's a boss. You think that it only has one action per
Wait,
turn?
you should move Jonifer.
I
So
should. He's
in the
there. We go.
hand.
He's in the hand now. I'll never get him back.
He's gone.
Get him out of there. He's standing on Cassidy.
He's going to make a swipe at Azura, I think, being so very, very close. But he
Excuse me.
definitely fucking misses.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Azura's
Doesn't
got
like
an AC
Azura
of
has like a 25? Right?
19 AC is what his
Close
character
enough.
sheet says.
dang.
Anybody who wants to see his stats can actually just go and watch the video later because I have to look them up on Roll20.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Oh, I need to see one.
No,
I'm
he can't
so
use that. Can't use that. When a creature misses you with a melee attack, Azura
Yeah.
beams forth his sword and expends a superiority die
I know what that is.
to make a melee attack against this creature. So we'll see if he hits.
Go, 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 go.
Kill him.
Hey, he's got Spanish name too. Hey, dude.
That's the name
Come
of
to
the
my town.
sword. Oh my god, my cat's.
He does.
Plus 10.
He's beautiful.
He does a lot of damage.
Damn, good thing we didn't fight him that one
Damn.
time.
Good thing we decided to make nice early in the campaign.
Yeah, and hide in that bank, right?
We would have died.
Oh yeah, that was so good. And he cut open the door of the vault.
I could, and then you guys were like, "It's over," and I was like, "No,
Well,
run!
let's leave.
Let's leave." Yeah, he's a high level. He does that much damage. And that's actually not his turn. That's just his
6 or
reaction.
9?
Now it's Abram's turn. Oh, it's the 6 because he uses his.
I
one
forget I can do the same thing that he does, but I
Do it.
always forget.
He does one. He uses one hand. He one hands
Yeah.
the sword. DM?
No, I mean I can riposte as
Yeah,
well.
you fucking rock it hard, and you should absolutely do it.
I always forget. I'm sorry.
It is your turn, Abram, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Fuck. What should I use? I guess I'll try out this new weapon. New-ish weapon.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me actually move my body. Is that within 5 feet? I can't tell.
It's,
so big.
it's very confusing. You're with it. Don't worry about it. You get right on up on in there, and you get it in the side. Very very low AC, even though it's got tremendous
Oh,
amounts
good.
of health. It's hard to miss.
Yeah, low AC. It probably has like 300 health.
It might have a lot of
3
health.
million health.
Yeah.
You lunge forward with this blood red spear and bury it deep into its flank, and it digs in about 6 inches. And you hear something in the back of your head, and you don't know what the noise was, but boy, did it sound satisfied.
Yeah, I have an extra attack.
Okay.
Do I roll attack again? I
Yeah.
don't think I've done that with Abram. Okay, sorry. I don't know how to use this.
I know it's been so long.
Oh, okay.
That one
Neither
does
does
miss
Abram.
though. You dig it out and go for that second lunge, and then with this big meaty claw it goes ka-thung, and some sparks lunge through the air and light up the room for a second as it beats aside your spear. That's the end of your second attack. You still have your bonus action and your movement action. However, now you're in it.
I am in it. Good thing I don't know what my bonus actions are anymore. Oh, I'm at bonus action to
I don't know.
the creature gains temporary hit points equal to. Well, if anybody needs any temporary HP, let me know, and I got you.
Thanks.
But for
I
now,
appreciate that.
I'm gonna hold on to that. Yeah.
Now it's Azura's turn. And he's going to take the fucking shot. He moves up to take his own attack. What do we got here? He's just going to go for a classic.
Yeah, dude.
Do the classic.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Holy crap!
I'm so sweaty.
Classic.
He hits with all 3 of them.
Oh, you.
What in the world?
Abram,
I
incredibly
want what he's
hard right
having.
now.
I know.
Let me get the calculator out.
Good lord.
That's 31.
That would have insta-killed me.
Yeah, seriously.
He lunges forward
God, I
with
wish
his
that were
beaming
me.
green sword and just and this just slagging the side of this thing. He has 31 points of damage.
Oh God.
And this large robotic creature reels back from like the loss of armor, but then it just stamps down with one foot, and you hear this tremendous shake as the room around you like buckles underneath the weight. This thing is not phased despite taking so much damage.
Remind me never to piss him off.
And now we go to
The
Jonathan's
robot or
turn.
Zura?
Oh, Jonathan. Come on, buddy.
Jonathan, you can
From
do
above,
it.
you just hear "Ah!" And
Oh my god.
he
did it.
tries to he tries to break free and he doesn't, and then instead he just takes his gun and points it down at the creature's like face, and he just takes a shot of his own. I don't have a character sheet for him, so you're just gonna have to trust me when I say he rolled a 16.
Ooh.
And he is going to do 4 points of damage.
Yay.
Nice.
You did it. Proud of you.
Yeah. Let's see here. And then he gives inspiration
What?
Oh.
to
He's a
Aurelio.
bard. He's a
Oh, that's so cute.
He looks down and points at you and just goes, "You can do it, buddy."
Oh my god.
Aurelio pumps his fist. He's ready.
I'm crying.
Aw, I
I'm
love
crying in the club.
power of love and friendship.
And then
For
the
real.
creature takes a step forward, and then it takes
What?
a big, gigantic swipe down at the biggest person that it can possibly find. Abram and Nix, it's going to try and get you in one slash.
No!
You can't do that.
No, don't
How's
do
it
that.
going again?
Because it's a bitch.
Damn it!
I think that hits us both.
It hits me.
And then from directly behind you, hear "Deet, deet, deet, deet."
What?
And then a rocket flies over your head and smashes into the side of this robot, and it explodes,
Wait.
doing 25 points of damage to the creature.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Gant, sitting in the chair, just looks incredibly, incredibly unfazed.
Got one hand.
Um.
3 different attacks.
That's all he needs.
Wow. All right.
Probably doesn't have a lot more of those though.
Okay.
As long as I'm not dead.
Needs a dexterity save. It fails.
Why?
Can't take some fucking sick.
Save? 4.
You don't need to roll save. You're good.
Oh, I thought I did.
No.
I thought it was attacking us, but I think Gant fucking launched his knee missiles or whatever. I don't know where they came from.
Yeah,
arm,
Gant
right?
from behind you launched a missile at the robot, and it exploded,
Yeah.
and the robot is injured severely.
Is
You're,
it dead yet?
all right.
you're perfectly fine. There's a wave of heat and a huge bright light for a moment, and then you turn behind you and see a smoking barrel on the top of this man's shoulder.
Damn.
Aurelio just goes hot.
But you are totally fine. You are not actually attacked. That was
Okay.
that was flavor.
I was scared. You can't say the robot's gonna attack
I
us
can
with
do whatever the
robots.
fuck I want. It's
No, you
K17's turn.
Screw Avery, take Gant. That bad boy.
Yeah, he
You
actually
both.
Gant hasn't picked up from his chair. He's still actually got the one hand frozen.
All this
That's
sitting
just,
down.
That's just all he could do.
Please free him.
I'm going to my next turn.
She's gonna. Ooh, did it roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
Yeah, she takes a fucking shot as well, and she does 6 points of
Love
piercing
her.
damage, which is significantly. She feels a little inadequate at this given moment, but she's happy to be here.
Don't we all?
It's okay. It's okay.
Let
Kate.
Lunaris handle it, I guess, and also this assassin.
It is now back to Nyx's turn.
I am gonna cut his other arm. I'm gonna cut him free.
Okay, sure. We're just gonna say that's your
Freedom.
your bonus action because he also spent his action attempting to free himself, so you just like slice through the last one. Now you have your
Easy.
full turn. You're good. Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm going to freeze ray the fuck out of this dude
Okay.
because he deserves death.
You move towards Gant though.
Oh, whoops.
Make
Oh,
a
I saw.
on hit.
Are you freezing Gant?
No.
You moved yourself
Why would
towards
I
Gant.
You guys,
I
you
think she
guys
was
are
just putting
always
distance.
so confused about like
Make
who
a
is doing
range.
what to
Oh, it's range. It's
Yeah,
range. Okay.
make
I
a
was
ranged
like,
attack.
What? You just
Alright.
freed this man.
do. Freeze ray.
Now sit.
Oh, there's like this beam of blue like chemical spray, like liquid, as it sprays through the air and just rides up the leg and up the side and up the shoulder of this robot, and then it just like and then all of it shatters in midair. Your freeze ray unaffects it. I'm afraid that's the end of your turn. We're on to Aurelio. Remember, you have inspiration.
Sup? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go. I'm short. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to free Jonathan.
Okay, yeah. Let's see that attack.
I'm hoping he can like wiggle with it, so like he'll also kind of help a little bit.
Sure.
Am I attacking to get rid of him?
Well, you're trying to. This is a help action, so you're using your
Yeah.
action to give him advantage on trying to break free from his restraint. So actually, he's
Yes,
going to
so
roll
what do I
twice.
roll?
You don't roll nothing, actually.
Okay.
If you want, actually, you roll one. I'll roll one. We'll use the bigger one.
I'm gonna give him inspiration.
Oh my
'cause that's a
god!
bonus action.
You're both just jerking each other off while you're trying to
Oh my
escape.
god.
So I'm gonna roll something. So just a 20.
Yeah, just a d20.
D20.
Roll a d20.
then-
Well, this would be your strength actually, so you can.
Oh wait,
add
okay.
your,
I need to reroll.
You can add your athletics.
Oh god. Okay.
If you have
Let me roll
athletics.
strength. 12. Okay. And
Plus
then
one,
plus
minus
a
Plus your
roll
shit.
1d6. So that's a 13.
Okay, and then the giant robot is going to try and maintain its grasp. You jump up and you grab.
What did Jonathan roll? He
rolled-
got inspiration.
He
too.
rolled bad.
But did he get that inspiration in there? got it, buddy.
Won't. It won't. Yeah. Okay.
Buddy.
You grab up and grab his ankles and try and give him a good shake. And after a second, you actually do pull him down on top of you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Freedom.
That is
Now you're prone.
that is your action though. And now we're back to Abram, as it says in my notes.
What does that mean?
Yep.
Okay.
It's you. Oh wait. I'm
What is
sorry. It's the Reclaimer's turn.
Zero.
Steve goes to make an attack action against. Yeah, it's its turn. I'm sorry, I fucked up. Goes to make its turn against who's in range? How about Kay?
Everybody. No.
Kay, what's her AC? Ooh.
No.
Thong! Slams against her metal chest and she flies back about 6 feet and skids across the ground. She takes
Okay.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
This is illegal.
How dare you?
Aurelio, are you just gonna let him do that?
And now it has its second
Oh,
action.
but
It's
I
gonna
don't know where
smash down
Kay
on
went.
Aurelio.
Away. Forever.
It's gonna stomp
There's
down
a wall
on
in the
Abram.
way.
No.
Because there's a
Wait,
wall
who-
right here, so I'm just like, what happened?
You just heard a
Oh,
Abram,
stepping on?
you're getting stamped on. What's your AC? This thing rolled a fucking 20.
It ain't 20.
Oh. It stomps down on top of you, and you
Ow.
raise up your shield, and it skids down the side, and just and you like get thrown aside, and you're not like smushed into a fine jelly paste, but you do receive 12 points of damage.
I thought you were about to say 20.
That'd be a lot.
Like, buddy.
It would be. I've had worse. Alright.
Now it's your turn, Abram, though. If only you had a reaction or something that you could do when you are injured.
Please.
Yeah, hang on. Wait, what the heck? I can't do math. Alright.
Someday.
No. When I'm injured,
Or something. I'm just throwing it out there that you got your stuff. I want to remind you.
I do have stuff, but not when I'm hit. It's when I'm missed.
Ah.
I was not missed. Now, here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I don't think I should use that. I'm gonna do this.
Oh. Old trusty thrusty.
Oh, trusty thrusty.
Yep, you hit it.
I do. Well, sorry, I was looking at my thing, because I can hit it and make it do... Can I... Oh, God. Are you gonna let me No. Can
What?
I go back and use this maneuver, even though I should probably do it before I hit? or
Yeah,
no?
that's fine.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna use goading attack. When I hit, I expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you.
Ooh.
You add the die to the damage roll. And the target
Ooh.
must make a wisdom saving throw. Here, I'll put it in chat.
Okay, well then tell me what does it have to beat?
I believe 13.
Okay. It don't.
Okay. I have it written down somewhere, but I think it's 13.
And you do 9 points of damage.
Yeah, I have to roll another thing, but I'm lost. Here we go. I have to roll a superiority die to the attack damage roll.
Okay, so
I had to figure out what the hell it did. I was like, what does that do?
what does this
You
mean?
call it some choice derogatory words.
Yeah.
Absolutely choice. And then from the background you just hear, "That's racist!"
No, it's not.
from Aurelio, you just hear, Abram, are you being racist?
No.
I think he's being racist, Aurelio. Abram, you know you can't be
Everybody
have a
shut
talk
up.
after
Add
this.
that to the damage roll. I forgot to roll it.
Okay, yeah, you stab up into its like arm, and the entire arm just like flies off, and oil sprays across the entire room. It's wildly damaged
Alright.
and on fire.
And on
Fire.
Why does the second attack always miss?
And then you
Pound.
swipe aside. You hear in the back of your head.
He growls. Abram growls.
But when you do the goading attack, you feel like a warmth on your left arm, or your right.
We
How
know
does
what
it
that
feel?
means.
We know what that means.
It is now down to Jonathan's turn. He's gonna spin around and fire a few rounds from his assault rifle. Oh my god!
Oh god. Did he behead it with his gun?
He takes the fucking shot and just shreds through its face, and the eyes just explode as bullets hit these LEDs, and the thing just like
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
and slides forward onto its knees with a resounding and the entire room shakes, and it slides again one more time.
Oh my god.
Collapsing down in front of you. Jonathan taking the final shot.
But like, is it dead?
It appears to be dead, yes.
Okay.
Nice. You killed it?
Yay!
I
That
give
was
Jonathan
so
a high
bad.
five, and I'm gonna go check on Kay.
Okay, yeah, you run over to Kay, and she's on the ground, and she's just kind of like holding her chest.
Oh.
I give her my hand to help her up.
I'm gonna-
Thank you.
The techie is gonna go over and kind of examine how bad it is.
She
Help
she
her
parts her like cloak, and there's just like there's a metal like chassis where her supposed to like her torso would be, and it's actually just a flat plate. And there's this gigantic dent like right where the solar plexus would be. Yeah.
Are any of your inner mechanics damaged?
Yes, but I think I'll be fine.
No.
Okay. When we get back to the station, you need to get immediate repair.
I can service myself if we can get back to the ship.
Alright.
I'm assuming med packs don't work, right?
No, not on a robot. Sorry.
It was worth a shot.
Hold on, Nix.
Hmm?
If you want to try and make a repair check, you can, but you're limited here.
Does she need a med pack to do it? Because I have one.
What would be in a med pack that would be useful in this situation?
Soldering
Band-Aid.
tools.
For people?
Yeah, like what would
Do we
come from a
solder
med
people?
pack? Can you solder people? I
scalpel.
don't think so. Scalpel? Okay.
Scalpel and like needles.
Okay.
Like you can do like fine
any
stuff with it.
All right. You know what?
Wire
Yeah,
meth?
okay. I'm about it. Yeah, expend
I'm
a...
pretty sure I can find like wire mesh.
She can
somewhere.
jury rig
Sure.
a soldering
Yeah.
iron out
So
of a needle and
yeah,
make
is
a
that
power
are you,
source.
are you taking one of my?
I'll just use
it's
my
a-
blowtorch.
It's a fiber healing. Are you just gonna take one of those?
Yeah, that's fine. And then you can add that. So it'll be... Yeah.
Okay.
So roll it. Roll whatever the fiber healing unit is. You can only do this because you have Nix's expertise with you. I just want to stress this. normally these don't work
I'm
on
an engineer.
robots.
A
Yeah.
fiber healing.
Yeah, expend one, check one off if your sheet.
I have to go back and to figure out what I think it's like 3d4s, but I have to make sure.
Yeah, I might want to write that down on your resources counter or something. I have a feeling that you guys and healing packs are going to be a pretty consistent thing, so you might want to make a specific point on your character sheet to keep track of this. That's a bit more big and noticeable than the traditional. I put it somewhere in my bio
3d4
page.
plus 2.
Okay, let's roll that bad boy out. Who wants to roll it?
Huh? What are we
I've
rolling?
got it. I've got it.
Okay.
You have the better rolls than I do.
8.
Is that plus my repair or?
The repair enables it to begin with. Thank you, Aurelio.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go check on Gant, I guess.
Okay. He said this one has stood up from the chair at this point, and he like towers over you.
I was gonna say, how tall is he? That's important.
He's like
Oh my
7
God.
feet tall, but you don't know if
Whoa.
that's like natural or not because he's just wearing so much
Well,
shit.
she's
Yeah.
she's 5'8", so it's like looking up.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
He's slowly picking away at like these vines that are still covering his form, and he's just like slowly pulling them all. I've had worse.
Okay. Well. It's great. I'm gonna look over at Cassidy.
Yeah, we need to decide what to do with her.
Is that the girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
He raises a hand.
Wait! She, like, puts a hand up, like, wait.
His head slowly tilts to the side, like the helmet just tilts to the side as he looks at you, and you see that like a little ignition flame has ignited on like a tube attached to the side of his wrist.
Fucking flamethrower hand. What?
I feel like it should be my responsibility. Because I was her friend in there.
Fine, we have more important things to deal with, like finding an exit.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna examine
Okay.
the situation.
Roll Arcana for me one more time. Abram, how are you doing?
I don't know. He's just kind of... He's actually watching Nyx to make sure she doesn't, like,
Okay.
do some hippie shit with Cassidy.
You're feeling a lot
Hippie
more.
shit, what?
You're looking overall hippie. What does that mean?
It means he wants her to die. And
I
he's making sure Nyx isn't going to, like, save her and be like, yeah, I
be right
totally
back.
disconnected her life support.
You look her over, and you can absolutely tell that she is being kept alive by this machinery, by IVs that are being fed into her veins. You can't, like, you hold a finger up to her neck, and she doesn't even have a pulse. Like, her heart is not beating anymore. Something is running fluids through her for her. You also look around, though, and you're starting to get a better feeling about this technology, and you're beginning to have a bit of an understanding. And if you want to take a few minutes to try and like plug yourself into these devices, maybe you might be able to get some kind of information, possibly with a computer check.
Did you do hippie shit? What happened?
She's not doing hippie shit. She seems to just be
She
checking up.
looks over at Abram and Aurelio and she says, something goes wrong, unplug it. And she's going to start plugging herself in.
Whoa, you're gonna plug yourself in? I just meant like your tablet. You can do that if you want.
never
That'd be
mind.
cool shit. But I just want to
Please
point
don't plug
out.
yourself back into there.
Alright, then just her
You-
tablet then.
Hold on. I just want to ask. That is an option. I just want to stress that. That is an option.
Let me plug into the tablet first and then...
Okay. You plug your tablet in and you take a few minutes to yourself. Roll that computer check for me. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to say, like, Abram, Azura, Aurelio, Gant, and K17, and Jonathan. Oh my god, where's Jonathan? There he is.
Wait.
22?
Plugging yourself back in is an option?
Mm-hmm.
It could be horribly, horribly dangerous because the last time you were plugged in, you forgot everything that you knew. So, like, it could just be, like, a reset of what just happened over the previous arc. But hey, if only maybe one of you do it. Who knows? Arcana.
I mean, like, they could unplug
Holy
you.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nyx, you plug in your tablet and you start to sift through all the data, and surprisingly, your tablet is able to like comprehend some of the stuff that's going on, but none of like the data is anything that is like none of these are file types that are familiar. So you have to kind of like jury rig your own kind of thing, and you're basically just reading binary essentially. Like you're reading code. You're not like looking at software or like some kind of
just a
nice and
typical
kind.
Just a typical Tuesday. I
Yeah.
do that on a daily.
Do it on the daily.
My journal's in binary.
Yeah, you're getting the sense that they're you see like a tremendous, like you check the storage. You're like, okay, how much data is available for me to dive into? And it's like your thing. It's like 9999999 like maxed out. Like it's beyond terabytes of information is being stored somewhere. It sure as hell isn't in this room, but there's huge amounts of data. I don't even know what comes after Terra, to be honest. But there's a huge amount of data that is being facilitated by this facility.
I want to see if our data is somewhere in here that logs in how long we've been under.
Okay, I think you go over to your thing to check to see like how long it's been going on for, and you actually see two timers. You do get a sense of like how long has this station been on for, and it comes in the form of a few days. It's been It's been, let's see here, you guys went to... it's been 2 days. It appears that time moves faster in Edenborough. And then you see a computer clock, a runtime clock, a clock of how long this has all been going on for. And you have the number before you, 999, 999, 999, 999, 999, 590, and then it resets at 0 and seems to be counting up seconds again. 1,
9.
2, 3, 4, and so
Okay,
on.
so this is gonna sound ridiculous, right? But like, I want to go back in there because I want to. I'm hoping that like, if she's like distraught or something,
No.
then that means it's still in like,
No.
that area.
No,
But like, I could figure out what happened here.
I
where we
came
are.
all this way to save you 3 from this place. We need to leave as soon as we can. That thing is still getting power. And he points to the orb that has been in this little puddle of water that has been electrified for the past apparently
don't
2
worry,
days.
I didn't forget about him.
Okay, good.
I would advise against going back in there. And Abram, you wanted to check the map, right?
I do.
Well, I say we leave her plugged in until you know what happens when we check the map.
K17 just kind of takes a step back a little bit.
Abram side-eyes them.
I think it would be best if we let her dream a little longer. She's of no threat. She has no pulse anymore.
But next I will surely call the Red Star here.
I know. But we needed to check the map anyway, and
Do you think this place should be spared, K17?
Well, we...
I look more directly at them.
there's a lot of technology here, and surely it could be useful to the Foundation.
I've downloaded as much data as I could without compromising my tablet.
But there's still so much more that we could be doing.
Oh?
Map.
Please,
Would
I
someone
kind of
like to
agree,
elucidate
but-
me?
Wait, what?
Oh, we forgot Gant was still there.
What
Whoops.
What did he say?
It's
Elucidate him.
Oh, okay.
It's a treasure map.
I
Aurelio says.
Aurelio. I was gonna say the information is classified.
Oh,
It is indeed classified. I'd prefer
it's a
if
classified treasure map.
Do you
Aurelio.
know who this man? Do you know who
She
this man
pinches the
is?
bridge of her nose.
I work
Um,
for Lars.
I have
He
an,
doesn't.
I have an inkling, Abram. Is this not Gant Black?
I believe so.
You're wanted on 4 different worlds, I hear. Is that all?
Wow. Oh God.
Azura
Oh,
frowns.
God.
I want to work with Gant. He knows how to
Punching
play.
at my heart. Damn.
Is it that over there? And he just points at the orb in the puddle that is glowing with an uncanny light.
Yeah, about that.
Aurelio goes, no, that is the prized possession of my marble collection, Gant.
Oh, excellent. Then I'll just be taking that off your hands then. And he,
Oh,
he just
God.
walks
No,
across
you
the floor.
will not. No.
Nope.
I'm standing in front of it.
You're gonna get that.
Aurelio rolls sleight of
I was
hand.
gonna say,
Oh God.
do not touch it. It's being electrified right now.
Aurelio does not roll sleight of hand.
It's in a puddle of some kind of fluid, and there's like cables in it. And
Oh
it's
no,
getting powered.
Aurelio's gonna just take the cables out of the water.
Okay, you do that. That's more
Roll your sleight of hand, please.
safe. You're just gonna grab the orb. I was like, goodbye, Aurelio.
Can
I
I
can watch
ask
you
if there was
before.
something?
Okay. In a flash of lightning, you see Aurelio dart through, just a flash of green and orange, and then you just hear, and then you see him fly back about 15 feet across the room the exact same way he came. He doesn't take any damage, but that doesn't work. You want to talk to
No.
Azura?
How long did you wait before coming to get us?
After the first day, we were concerned.
You only waited 2 days.
We came after about 24 hours of no contact. K-17 was sent first, and a small fighter, and then we followed shortly after.
Aurelio looks lovingly at K-17.
K-17
Okay,
gives you a
well-
thumbs up, like for real.
Regardless of what we do with the map, we need to find a way out of here before we do anything.
You look
Well-
around and you do see several exits to the south, to the west, and to the north.
Right,
I
but we
wanna
can't
do-
pick it up.
I
No,
wanna
we'll
do
get that in a
special
second.
thing.
Yes?
I want to go into the computer and I want to program a vision for Cassidy.
I don't think
I
you're
wanna see if
going to
I
be
can.
able to do that without plugging yourself back in partially. To interact, because it's actually, as you
Alright.
look through, this is a foreign language to you. You don't know what it says, what it means, these numbers, these letters, these things. You can't even translate them. But if your mind is plugged in,
I pick up a visor and I look at Abram. 10 minutes.
10 minutes and that's it.
Alright. I'm plugging in.
10 minutes and we destroy this place, right?
I'd say we
No! You unplugged me!
Whatever.
Rest easy, we will destroy it. Abram, he's trying to find a way to shut off the power to these cables so we can get the orb out of there.
Okay.
Maybe? I don't know.
Aurelia, what were you going to do?
Oh no, I was just I was just saying if it were me, I would have just unplugged Cassidy. It's like that seems like torture to me to like live like knowing.
Yeah, that's why Abram
nothing's
was like, we
there.
need to kill her, but Nyx
Like, 'cause,
wants
like
her
she
to
knows
be happy and
she
then
knows
die.
that there's nothing there. Like everyone's fake because all of her friends already died. So it's kind of like that seems like hell. But like Aurelia's like whatever.
Is there a way to guarantee that my memories will transfer in? That I can tell?
I guess there's no way to guarantee, but you're kind of going in of your own volition, and you're not sure what processes are involved in plugging you guys in to begin with. But you're not doing them, whatever they were. So you're basically just putting on the VR headset, and some of the plugs are gonna have to go back into the base of your neck, but you're not gonna be fully hooked up in. So there's a hope.
Alright, I'm plugging myself back in.
Okay, you sit down in a chair next to Cassidy, and then there's a little bit of a whirring sound of something, just a little, not like pain, just like an itch at the back of your skull. And then you put the visor back over your head,
10 minutes.
and then you die. No, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, here we go.
Okay, that's fine.
You remember nothing.
I died!
We forget
you-
all of us.
You're all back in the happy town of Edenborough, where you wake up as another high school
No!
student. You are going to be dealt with later, while we talk to Abram and Azura. What are you two
Yeah.
doing with this orb?
Okay, so he's looking over the orb and he's like,
Every now and then there's like an arc of electricity that jumps from it to the water.
yeah, we can either leave it here
Oh.
and then somehow give it more power to make the map appear, or we can try to move it somewhere else.
Probably need to move it somewhere else. I don't think it's gonna get enough power from broken lines.
Indeed. There has to be another stronger.
Not unless we
source.
give it more broken lines.
That's what I was thinking, just so we don't have to move it yet.
But gosh.
Yes, Aurelia.
Gant walks over to it and just bends down to look at it, but he gives it enough comfortable distance so that like Abram
To
doesn't
avoid it.
immediately like stab him.
Yeah, soft growling from Abram's
Yeah,
throat.
and he leans down and just squats in front of it, and then he reaches into like his back pocket, and he pulls out a completely identical orb.
Oh,
What? Wait, I'm not here.
And then
No, you're not.
seemingly satisfied that is not his orb in the puddle, he puts it back in the
can we
lockbox,
swap orbs?
What?
and then he
yeah.
stands back up.
If I were to ask where you found that, would you answer me?
No.
Fair enough.
So wait, did I just miss this? Did he have an orb?
He has an orb. If I were to
Okay.
ask, maybe, how much do you know about it? Would you answer me?
Would you be willing to share yourself?
Abram kind of looks at Azura.
Yeah.
Azura's
Azura.
just like, what? And he looks at Abram, and he just kind of gives like a subtle nod because he has this understanding, like, this is not right. We need to know all the information that we can.
Then, getting permission from his husband, Abram looks back at Gant. Well, I don't see why not. We might as well.
I only do fair deals. You start.
Fine. We found it aboard a crashed vessel of unknown origin. Centuries, ages old. I don't know how old it was. I don't remember. It was some sort of cargo, precious cargo.
I was given this one by my employer. They told me it came from the farthest outreaches of the territories.
Your employer.
What planet?
He just stares back at you.
Oh my god.
You didn't
we
tell him what
found
planet.
ours on Sargasso.
He looks back and forth, and he seems to kind of just like scratch the back of his neck a little bit, just to kind of like get a little more acclimated to what he's thinking about doing. Malfest.
I don't know. Out of character, gotta write that down. Never heard of it before.
Are you a robot?
No.
Cool, cool.
Malfest, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay. Our orb can exude signals that people can hear from systems over. I don't know how far it reached from what we know, but
Everywhere, from what I know.
Alright. And yours?
I don't know if this one did that or not. Maybe yours is the only one that could. This hasn't done much of nothing besides
Do
light
you
up.
know what dire metal is?
He just points a finger up. And overhead you see another rotation of that ivory ring.
So you do know something useful about it. Okay.
Azura just looks pensive, and he looks to K-17, and K-17 looks to Jonathan, Jonathan looks to Azura, and Azura looks to Jonathan, Jonathan looks to K-17, and K-17 looks to Abram.
Abram is only looking at Gant.
He's so focused.
You guys are so distracted.
God.
Okay, trying to think of what else we want to know about his orb.
I feel like
When
I should just warn
supplied-
you now. I don't know much more.
Oh, really? Well, then I suppose we know more than you. Although I suppose you're learning right now, and he, like, motions to the orb being electrified. These orbs, I believe... I don't know, they interact with other dire metal in strange and violent ways.
He looks directly up, and you see the visor tilt back. Interesting.
What'd you tell him?
That the orbs interact
That you're an
with other...
orphan!
What?
Oh!
That was so scary.
I already
To
know
hear
an
him
orphan.
fall. Aurelia just starts crying. You're adopted.
Mariel's like, shut up, Gant. You only know how to play the
I'm never doing this ever again. This is what happens every time I leave you guys alone for 10 minutes. I'm
Next.
never doing this again.
Nix, you're
What?
standing in a beautiful white space.
Great.
You look
There
down,
it is.
and you see you're dressed in your beautiful, wonderful, nicely pressed skirt and vest combo of your Edenborough High School uniform. You take a step forward, and the white fades and becomes a little bit more filled
My
with
dog's
things.
dumb, I gotta leave.
Okay, that's fair. You take another step forward, and the shapes begin to take even more form. You see, like, the corners of buildings, the greens of trees, the blue of sky overhead, and you take another step forward, and more steps until you begin to walk down the streets of Edenborough. However, things look different. There's no one around. And the sky is not blue, but rather like an off purple, like twilight. It's completely blank, no stars, no clouds. You remember everything.
Right. Take a deep breath. And I'm gonna go to Cassidy's house. I'm assuming that's where she is.
Okay. You head down to her house. It doesn't take you too long. Actually, surprisingly, it is almost instantaneous. It's like you just decided that's where you want to be, and suddenly you were just in the driveway taking a stroll. You see that nobody's home, though.
In the school?
You don't know. There's only one way to find out. But lo and behold, as soon as you think it, you're already there.
Wow. I think I know where this is going. I'm gonna think I want to go see Cassidy.
Okay. You're on the roof of the school.
Oh wow. Okay.
You see Cassidy sitting on a nice blanket. She's sitting cross-legged, sipping on a large Slurpee cup. And she's watching these colossi, titans, out far, far across the sea. They wander back and forth, and every now and then they take a long, gigantic swipe at the ground, and like a tsunami of waves just erupts into the air. And then they open their mouths, and this gigantic orange beam just rips across the water. And you see one or two explosions of something out on the water, but you can't see. The curvature of the earth is blocking your view. Edenborough is completely abandoned, and off in the distance you hear a siren. Like a bomb siren.
I'm gonna approach her.
She says nothing. Her hair's a bit messy, and she's just sucking.
Why did you create this?
Why did you come back?
Felt awful.
Don't play with my heart like this.
Well, I know how this feels.
I know. I saw it.
It's not fun. Trapped in a tiny bubble where you can't do it.
I liked you, Nyx. We were so similar.
I liked you too.
I promise I didn't do anything to your head, to your mind. I didn't just convince you to be friends with me. I wanted it to be genuine.
A different lifetime, we actually would have been best friends. Fact of the matter is, I did want to stay.
Then why don't you?
I have business elsewhere.
Where's elsewhere?
Back home on Sargasso.
You keep saying that word. Where? What is that? What is that place? What is Sargasso? Is that a ship?
It's a planet.
You're serious?
That's serious. I lived on a space station, and then I lived on another planet.
You found a planet.
They're all over the place.
There's more? How many?
Hundreds.
How many people?
Billions. Millions. Trillions. And
She looks like dumbfounded.
I'm gonna try and alter this vision to look like my city. Can I do that?
Make a Arcana check.
$21.
Okay, yeah, you reach out your left hand, which you look at it and realize that it's making the sounds of your robot limb, but it does look human still. And you snap your fingers, and instead you guys are standing on the rooftop of your apartment building, looking out over Paulus Terrace, and the sands far, far to the distance, and the water far, far to the north. You'll get caught up, don't worry. And you are looking at Paulus Terrace. You're looking at the bustling, hustling city. You see Brent Henson, his face brightly plastered on another advertisement. You see his interview with Pirate Captain Neo Vo. Gordon Howardson is the governor, the mayor, I'm sorry. And you see Captain Azura as he's doing his various duties. And
I point at Brent Henson. I really hate that guy.
Cassidy says nothing. She's just staring forwards at this city.
I'm gonna change my appearance so I look like exactly what I look like in the real world.
Okay. You've got your blue arm, and are you wearing your Naris gear, or are you wearing your
Casual.
casual stuff? Okay, so your ripped jeans, your camo coat.
Yep.
She just looks you up and down, and you look so much older. I see. I guess it'd be fair then. And
Much older.
And then you look at her, and all of a sudden you're looking at a middle-aged woman with some wrinkles on her face, some gray hair. You see her in a lab coat, green slacks, combat boots. There's a long, thin scar across her neck.
What did you used to do?
I was a scientist.
I'm an engineer.
I knew I liked you.
There's a reason I was a techie.
Everything just suddenly shifts and goes black around you guys. And then there's like a dripping sound. And Cassidy goes quiet for a second, just seems to be listening in really quietly.
I'm gonna listen too.
Do you hear that?
The dripping?
It's ending soon. The simulation.
Yeah.
Nix, I have a favor to ask you, and you're not going to like it.
Okay.
Beneath the station, far at the bottom, most level, is a data core. I want you to take it with you.
All right.
I actually don't know if I'll be on it or not. And even if I am on it, I don't know if it'll be me. But either way, I made this and I want it to live on. And if what you're saying is true, that there's people and places and things and it wasn't all just destroyed, and then there's another dripping sound and like a rush of water as if like a dam has burst. And you hear it all around you roaring, but you don't see anything. It's just all pitch black.
I will. I promise.
You're a good friend.
As were you.
And then behind her, you see what appears to be two eyes, massive and lit up with just white light, open. And then just below them, about 7 feet, opens another pair of eyes, slightly closer together. And then a mouth opens, full of teeth. And then you open your eyes, and you are in the icky, drippy dome room. And you hear a zzz as something pulls at the back of your neck. Ow! And everyone hears that.
10 minutes.
I was only about 3.
3?
Well, it wasn't me then.
Sorry. You hear like a whirring down sound as a lot of engineering and a lot of computers around you are seemingly beginning to lose power.
I'm gonna go over to Cassidy.
Yeah, what's happening?
And I'm gonna put my hand on hers.
You notice now that she is indeed wearing the thinnest rags of an old lab coat. And also you notice something. Her finger. It's now pointing somewhere.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do a bold thing and look at where she's pointing.
It seems to be she's pointing to this exit over here.
Oh shit, son.
Let's fucking skedaddle.
Wait, there's something I need to do first.
Rearranging people. What do you need to do? Jonathan says. We gotta go.
Beneath the station is a data core.
No.
Well, first, what is on the data core? God.
Her.
She
was a scientist. And she thought everything in this universe was destroyed. I showed her Paul's Tears. She was dumbstruck.
Is there
She
anything
thought-
else on the data core?
It
It's
could
just a
be-
simulation, right?
Could be all of Edenborough. But who knows what's buried deep beneath its coating?
I can plug into it and I'll retain all of my memories.
We don't know if we'll be able to access it without this facility, Nix. It might take years to decode something.
I think I can do it.
I think we should take it.
We can
I'm
take
with
it,
you.
but we don't have time to plug back in.
Oh my.
Yeah.
We're not gonna plug back in, we're just gonna take the data core with us.
We should leave. This place is going to fall apart and the Red Star will be upon us in minutes. It could be...
Sure, let's just go get it.
Not until we check the map. Let's just get it.
Well, we need more power if we're going to check the map, and this place is running out of it. If you're going to do it, we need to figure out a way to channel everything into the Zor before we lose complete power.
Right, then some of us will go and get the core and some of us will stay here with the orb.
I'll stay with the orb just in case more of those things come. Abram,
Okay.
where will you go? Perhaps you three should just go, and the rest of us will stay here.
What about Gant?
Gant shrugs.
I'm not asking you. Azura, where will Gant go?
Gant, Azura just like looks at it, like side eyes him, and just like squints really, really.
Can't you go with us?
He can go where he pleases, as long as he's going to be of help to us.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, your mic is scary.
It's
He's
just the
becoming a robot.
Oh no.
You've gotten too close to
We didn't
Gant,
get to go to
so-
the dance, but like, hey, let's go explore this weird old place.
Don't. Gant like takes a step forward towards with you though, to join your
Okay,
quote unquote
so
party.
Gant wants to go with us.
You asked
That
him
means
to.
Azura. Oh no. So Azura, Kay, Jonathan are staying here.
They're staying with the orb.
Very well.
Right, let's go. We're going to
Wait, I give Azura the other walkie-talkie thing.
Oh no,
Okay,
don't
let's
worry, I have one.
Well, as long as you can talk to me, that's all I'm trying to do.
Oh, good plan.
Yeah. Okay. I have one. Shut the hell up. Okay, let's go.
accept this gift from your boyfriend.
I know.
It's a very nice radio.
He says I have one. He
appreciate
just shoves it. Okay, let's
Alright,
go.
let's go.
it. Okay.
We're going.
I guess you four. Abram, you going with them? Or? Yeah, you're going with them. Yeah, you
As much as I want to stay with Azura, I guess I should go with my actual party.
+1. All right, you guys head down the way that she pointed, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm following Nyx. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
Nyx
I
is-
trust.
Nyx
I
is
trust
on
Nyx.
Nyx and then
Norley,
Abram,
I'm so scared.
and
Please.
then Gant, and then I'm behind.
Okay.
Sure.
Aurelio, for the love of God, unplug your mic and plug it back in or something.
Oh my god.
Here, we're gonna move in squares because that's easier for me. You head down the line and you are immediately just like you're down a connecting hallway that has windows on both sides, and you see that you're actually in what appears to be a large like lattice work of facilities that are all connected by tube hallways, and they seem to branch up as you look towards, I'm gonna call it the north, as they get like more and more intricate in their lattice work until eventually they connect with the inner side of a large white ring, seemingly like grown around it, like the way a tree's roots would grow around rock. And the same thing happens on the complete other end at the south side. You see that this facility has just grown southward until it hits the other side of the in part of the ring. and it makes a connection there. And you do see that there is a break point where there seems to be like a place for it to allow for a swivel, so the ring can continue to rotate while the inner facility maintains its orientation. And you guys are heading down a long, dimly lit hallway that eventually ends in what appears to be a large room designed specifically for storing these robots that you've been fighting. However, they're all almost certainly decayed well beyond repair.
We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
Yep.
You head deep into the room, and as you do, one of them comes to life.
Oh no!
And it goes to make a swipe at you, but you see that its back half is just completely gone. It can't keep up with you, but if you get near it, it's gonna fucking knock your lights out.
Oh, okay, we'll just keep going.
Mood.
Now we're just gonna run.
Okay. You see only one exit. It's to the south, and you head down again, seeing that you are indeed in a lattice work of hallways yet again, and I'm going to ask you to make a survival check because it seems to split into multiple directions.
Because we're dying.
Because you're dead and dying.
20.
16.
15.
15. Okay.
Would Gant roll?
You don't want to know what Gant rolled.
Gant has no survival skills.
I don't know.
Gant
Let's
probably
see.
is like
Let's see what he rolls.
taken.
I don't know if he's proficient in that.
He dies.
Gant's like really good at assassinating, but really bad with everything else.
He might be. His survival is only +1.
Yeah.
He did
That's
okay.
alright.
It's respectable.
Alright.
Okay, you get this like Nix, you like smell like a little bit of a like an ozone-y kind of scent, and it is indeed from the south side, the southernmost exit, like the kind of smell that you'd get from like a computer room full of electronics.
South.
And so
We're gonna go.
you
Damn.
go that way, and all the while
Hound dog.
you look out the windows and you see stars in every direction, and you do see the sun, but you are not around a planet, you're not around a moon, you're not around anything. You are just free floating in the dead of space.
Discomfort.
Every now and then you hear a hiss as something pops. You feel a little bit on the lightheaded side as you realize that this place doesn't have much oxygen left.
Oh boy. Gotta hurry.
Next, I hope you know what you're doing.
And now you're going to make a dexterity check to see how well we can navigate these places.
A dexterity check or a saving throw?
Just a check. Just a good old-fashioned, good old-fashioned dex.
I'm dead.
I keep hitting the wrong
Every
thing.
time I roll, it shows me Nyx's die and what she rolled, but not mine.
I think it's because you rolled at the exact same
7.
time as her, and it
Yeah.
gave her priority for some reason. Okay, you guys begin to walk down a ways, and then eventually, Nyx, you like take a step forward, and you're like, wait, where's the floor? And like as you like are just all of a sudden floating as you realize that this part of the hallway does not have gravity.
Oh great. I'm used to this.
Aurelio is not, and he's loving it.
Oh no.
I'm
Gant,
doing this on the daily for you.
Gant just floats along behind you, like very disgruntled.
So why the flute, Gant? Aurelio says.
What about it?
Well, like, just why the flute? Like, I play the guitar, like IRL, but like a flute. Never gonna see a flute.
Roll charisma check.
Uh-oh.
Is that a saving charisma check?
Yes.
Or okay. 22.
Damn.
Fight me.
I like it.
Oh,
Aw.
that's nice. Did you like learn when you were young?
He doesn't answer you. As you continue to float along the, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say hallway again.
Corridor.
The corridor, which has windows on both sides. You eventually come to a sealed one.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Everyone?
Perception check,
Everybody who wants to perceive.
please, with that +5.
I should
Is
just,
that +0?
Sweetness.
I should just auto roll those dice at this point. It'd be way more efficient. Okay, Abram and Nyx, you kind of get to, you like put your face right up against the window, and you see that on the other side of this doors is indeed just more corridor. However, there is a break in the window on the other side.
Like out into space.
Out into space.
Okay.
Wow.
However, it's only about 15 feet to the next airlock door.
Nyx is gonna reach into her backpack and hold up a oxygen mask that she's had this entire time.
Yeah, she has had that. We've used it. Okay.
But
I
will
don't wanna
that
make-
keep your eyes from boiling out of their sockets?
I mean,
I'm a radioactive boy. Does that do anything?
No.
Okay.
Abram says.
I need to get this core.
Do you?
Roll charisma.
Ew.
Nyx.
Oh, Gant can do it.
Fuck, you're right!
Move.
Okay. Moving.
Good thing I took Gant with us, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
You picked the right people, that's all I'm going to say. I will say that this is actually a puzzle encounter based around who you picked.
That's so
Oh, so we brought Kay. Kay could have done it too.
Kay could have done too. Hazura, however,
Yeah, hers are open and useless.
you guys got to take a step back.
Okay.
Oh, did I? I think I accidentally closed Clownfish.
Be safe.
Foolish.
Nyx, make a check,
What kind of check?
or a computer check to open up the door. I might have just broken Clownfish. It might not work anymore.
16.
Okay, you open it, and then there is indeed a rush of air from around you.
I
Grab
hold
onto
to her.
something.
Yeah, and then you slam the door shut like immediately, and you see Gant on the other side, like through the peephole window, who's now just free floating in space,
There he goes.
and he appears to just be taking a look at whatever he can do. And he takes out like some kind of like tape, and he does begin to repair the broken part of the corridor ever so slowly. Everyone, do me a favor.
Sure.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Not my best.
I can't
roll.
wait to die immediately.
I'm okay. I'm okay for once.
12.
Okay, all of you,
No, I got a 6.
one of you, or rather, two of you, you feel a very sudden and everything around you shakes, and like you just get this like shimmering of like your spine like about to snap in half,
Oh.
and you hear sirens going off and red lights start to just like woo 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 woo, and behind you hear as a door shuts.
What?
What?
And make a perception check for me.
Okay.
All of us?
All
Somebody
of you.
distracted me.
17.
Mhm.
That robot
15.
followed us.
24.
All right, all three of you look up in unison, up at the window at the top of the corridor, and you see a tremendous red ring with 6 arms. A red star blazoned on each of them.
What?
It's here.
Oh no.
Why?
But we didn't check the map.
Also, it just suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Okay, wait a minute. Where's this
Jesus.
thing?
Surprising.
Above you, and its arms slowly begin to encroach
Yeah.
around you. It's tremendous.
I
It's
can't.
Yes, so how are
huge.
where its are they like
Like a spider beginning to
yeah, but like like
Consume a
proportional to its
fly.
body or proportional to grab us and murder us?
proportional to its. When I say like the station, the ring, it's
Yeah.
proportional to like space objects, not you. No, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
You
okay,
are
so
but
it's
mere
just about
ants.
to it's just about to rip the entire side of this thing off.
It's about to. No, you don't. Even bigger. It's fucking able to consume this entire facility that you
wow,
are
this
on.
thing is pretty small, isn't it? It's a dire metal ring and okay.
I'm gonna cry.
I pull out my walkie
No,
and I'm like
the red star is just that
no.
big.
well, that's good. I'm gonna ask Azura what the hell's going on with the orb. What's going on? Hey.
So, good news and bad news.
Hurry up.
What'd you do?
good news is Kay discovered that we could indeed direct more energy into the orb.
Why didn't you wait?
Well, it just sort of happened, you see. Wherever you are, you should definitely hurry up and get back. And has anybody seen my damn ship?
No, but Azira the Red Star is here.
I'm aware, yes.
Okay, well, good. I'm
We
glad
have
you noticed.
minutes.
If that, Abram says, looking up at the Red
She's going to try and like communicate to Gant to hurry the fuck up.
Yeah,
you
and
see
Abram-
Gant hurrying the fuck up, and he does eventually get the thing sealed, and he gives you
Well-
the thumbs up to open up the door.
Okay, well, before we
I
leave...
open it up.
No, Abram grabs her shoulder. Why are we still going to get that?
I need it.
He looks at her like she's crazy.
You can leave if you want.
It's one person.
Well, it's millions of
You
of
feel
Who are
data.
dead. They're all dead.
But it's data.
Do you really... We were fine without the data. Why do we need it now?
You don't understand.
No, I guess I don't.
Because Kay wanted it.
She opens up the door and goes in anyway.
He lets her go by herself.
All right.
Aurelia, where are you going? I'm assuming you're going with her, honestly.
I thought like she's just going into the room over to get it from Gant, right?
I
We're just
don't
gonna
know. Are
walk
they
back
there
here
yet?
Anyway.
No, it's
Was
this
that the
is
room?
this is no, not at all. It's another
That
corridor.
was just the next... Yeah, that was just the next
The
corridor.
hallway has been unlocked.
Oh. I guess I'm gonna. Well, I think her and Gant will be fine, so I'm gonna stay with Abram. So there's 2 people together at a time. Because if we all get separated by the Red Star, we want groups of 2 at least.
Okay, then
Safer
Abram
that way.
stands there and watches them go, and Aurelia just kind of stands next to him.
We wait here for them to come back,
I guess.
All
and then
right.
we regroup.
The 2 disappear down the hallway and around a bend. Nyx, I suppose that
Yeah.
you're technically you're not by yourself, but you're the only player here.
Yeah.
You run down another couple of corridors, and eventually gravity returns to you as you re-enter the main part of the facility, and you started to notice that you're actually what appears to be in like the more like the trunk section of this like big meaty tree, if that makes any sense.
Alright.
And you are following the hum of electricity, and along the ground you do see like lights, LEDs that seem to light your path. And you eventually do end up in a large open chamber that is, well, you look at it, and it just kind of goes on forever until disappearing into white light, and lightning just kind of jumps up and down between the floor and ceiling as you realize that the floor and ceiling are like processors. It's just this tremendous room, and you're looking for a needle in a haystack. Roll Arcana.
Oh.
You can do it.
Go, go, go!
Abram doesn't give a fuck, but
Yeah,
Player.
Abram's like, well, and hey, he didn't leave. He's just standing there.
that's true.
I just want to make that clear.
Abram, you do see that the Red Star is kind of like just closing its arms around the station, but it hasn't like crunched into it or shattered it or done anything
Not
like
yet.
that. It's seriously just kind of like the way like a squid
It's
is
like an
like
octopus.
pulling
Yeah, I
in.
was gonna say it's an octopus about
Yeah,
to eat us.
but it's not like targeting anyone individually. It just seems to be like consuming slowly. But there's no mouth. The Red Star is actually a ring, so it's actually hollow in the center. It's just a way bigger ring than the one that you are on.
That's so cute and horrifying. All right,
God.
we're still waiting.
That's so cute, he says.
You do see places here and there that look like solar panels as you look out the window, and those are just like cleaved in half as like the arms pull in like a little bit tighter. Like those are apparently deemed not worth saving to the Red Star's arms.
We can get rid of that. It's fine.
Nyx, you rolled that Arcana. You just kind of like silence yourself for a second, and then Gant like looks at you like quizzically, and then you just like, and you just kind of feel like if you built this place, where would you put it? Where would you put the keystone of this arc? And you follow your own footsteps as they take you where you may lead. And eventually you go down one hallway, another. It's like library books in the sense. And another passes, and another passes. And then you stop because you look down one hallway and you do see what appears to be a glowing blue light. One book that has illuminated itself.
I'm going.
You go down, And you eventually find that you're sitting in front of a smallish tower with roughly big old, like, lunchbox-sized, like, flash drive things. Like, they're just plugged into the wall. More like floppy disks in design, really. They're somewhat flat. This
That was
one,
a core. Which one would I be?
this one seems to be lit up, and it does seem to look like the, it's the first in line. It's like the numero uno, and it's also the biggest.
All right, I guess that's it, and I'm gonna take it.
Roll perception for me.
Oh no! I hate when you make me roll things.
You hate when you roll perception.
15.
You pull it out, and it's pretty. No, it's fine. You just pull it out. It's like it's fucking heavy. It's like you pull it, and it just like it pulls you like immediately down. And you hear all the electronics as they just slowly just like begin to hum down. But you look to your left, and you see that you're actually kind of somewhat in a study. Like you look around, and you're like, wait, that's someone used that as a desk, and like you even see like the rings from where someone left a mug of something long, long ago in this surface. And the more you look, you see like what appears to be some place that someone made their home for a long while. And you also see a box covered in dust. It's metallic.
The fucking box.
I don't have time, but I'm gonna check it anyway.
Get it! Just take the whole thing.
Gant like goes to stop you, but you're too quick, and you go and you fling open the box, and inside is a varsity jacket.
Oh.
And as you lift it up, you do see that it does indeed have the Edenborough crest on the breast, and then underneath it, you see what appears to be a school uniform.
Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it.
By the way, this box was not like a cardboard box. It was like a sealed box. Like opening it, like it made a.
Oh my gosh.
Is there anything else in there?
What do you expect to be in there?
Maybe like a journal or a notebook or
A
something.
yearbook.
A yearbook.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
Only these things have withstood the ravages of time.
Take it and leave.
I can't just take it.
We're running out of time.
I mean, it's gonna get blown up, and it'll either get blown up or it'll live forever in your room.
I grab the jacket and I run.
There you go.
You run with Gant.
All right, we're going. We're going back.
Okay. And you run back to Abram and Aurelio, and you guys see them coming down the halls. What do you do?
I'm up against this damn door. Wait, no, they fixed the corridor, right?
Yeah, it's fixed. There's like gaffer tape that's like keeping space out.
Whatever. Abram's pacing.
But you waited.
I did wait. I'm pacing though.
Yeah.
And when I see them, I like face her and I like kind of take a few steps forward, but there's no reason to meet her halfway. Not really. Not yet.
Aurelio
Understandable.
just goes. Aurelio's just like moving his fists up and down, like go, go, go.
And then you all make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, here it is. I knew it. It wasn't gonna be that easy.
Not 20.
20.
Oh, wow.
We're ready. Sorry.
Oh, and as you run across
What
the
about Gant?
corridor, you see to your left, like
No, don't move me back.
like a cleaver,
Okay.
barreling through space, the arm of the Red Star, one of many,
Oh,
as it
Listen, I
pierces.
just want to say preemptively, if
Mhm.
Gant didn't make
He
it,
didn't.
I want to help him. I want to help him to get through.
Tell me how you help. Let's see how this goes.
So Aurelio, he's charisma, you know. He's always cheering for people. So he of course is gonna wait for this person who he's like, yeah, he could be a friend. I don't see why not. He hasn't done anything bad so far. He plays the flute. I like him. So Aurelio waits, and Aurelio, you know, seeing that Gant's a little slow. It's okay. He's been asleep for a while. He puts his arm backwards, like when you're running in a baton race and you put your arm backward for the person to put their hand in the baton in your hand.
Yeah.
He's doing like that.
Okay.
Only I imagine that because when Gant's running, like Gant's probably gonna put his arm out, and so Aurelio is going to grab Gant's arm, like wrist or whatever, and just like run forward while pulling Gant and like jump, like leaping, like jumping, so that he like
Okay.
jumps with Gant.
I gave Gant advantage.
Okay.
All right. The door shuts.
And
Gant is not on the same side as you.
No.
no. Can I see him?
You guys look out the window and you see the corridor that you just finished running through and part of the data center floating through space, shredded into tiny little chunks. And you're going to have to roll perception
To see if we see Gant.
to see if you see Gant, because
Or his
all of a
fucking
sudden
head.
it's a mess of electronics.
13.
20.
Aurelio, you put your face up against the glass, but you don't see him. Coconut, it's Nyx. You like throw your eye, even your eye starts to whir zip, 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 as you're looking, but you can't see him either. Abram,
Hey, bro.
you see the limp figure of Gant Black
Oh, fuck.
floating through space.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Abram, who has... I'm just gonna assume he like grabbed Nyx and ripped her into this corridor.
Nyx made it,
Yeah.
and then the door
But
shut.
he kind of moves her behind him. He looks at the body, and then he kind of like tries to push them both down the hallway. He doesn't say anything. We need to go. That's what he says, rather.
But what about Gant? What if he's still
He has a
alive?
jetpack, and he has a suit of armor. He'll be fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
She
Wait,
says
Nyx, did you get what you needed?
she nods, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay.
And you regroup with your friends in the large domed area. You see K17 sitting in front of the orb. She seemed to have built like a small pedestal for it. You see Jonathan scratching his head, staring at it.
Can't believe.
Azura's got his arms crossed and he's just like stamping his foot. And
Sam.
he looks to you and he says, "Where did you get what you needed?
She nods.
Where's Gant?"
She closes her eyes and just kind of looks away.
I mean, something came down in the area that he was in, got like cut off from the rest of it, and I tried to pull him in, but I mean, he has like a spacesuit and a jetpack, so I mean, he should be able to meet back with us.
Azura says nothing.
Abram looks at Azura,
Azura
then-
looks at Abram.
and then he just kind of gives him a look, and then looks back towards what they're actually trying to do. Right
Azura
now.
squints. Okay. You guys come back to a room full of bright orange light. And,
Yeah. About that.
and it's a beautiful, beautiful map.
Oh, it's gorgeous. We need to record this with our eyes. What's going on?
I take
Okay.
a picture with my, or like I take a video, like a panorama.
I'm
with
only
my
going to
tablet.
tell you this once. So everybody, pay attention. You see...
Oh God. Okay. hold on.
You
Okay,
see another bright white light that has illuminated itself around Sargasso.
Yes.
Who would have thought it might have something to do with the fact that you brought a dire metal there?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I didn't want you to get your hopes up. Sorry. You see one right where you are right now. You see one in another place that you've never heard of. Several places that you've never heard of before. One is like way on the edge of the map, like way out in the outermost territory area. The outskirts, if you will. You see another one that seems to be close to Sargasso. Very, very close. You see one that is on Ayama.
Great.
Lovely.
And you see
Great.
one that is deep in Mondenin territory.
Oh God, I'm scared of them.
You recognize the planet as Io.
Io.
Io. However, the map is still strangely warped and bent in weird places, and now there's just chunks that are missing. It's
Is it
certainly a
worse
different
than
map.
before?
Not worse, just different.
Just different. Okay.
It still seems to not quite, like, it's not really a map of the place that you're living in.
I
It's
bet
like
this is because we threw her into the ground too many times.
someone's, like, trying. It's like a blind man was trying to make a map of your system. And of course, I think I already said this, but there's a light right here where you are right now. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot. Hey, guess what?
What?
Leon Fiala's still lit up.
You already got something from there, though. I don't want to go back. We already caused trouble.
Leon Fiala.
Okay, so Ayama, Montana Territory, and Io, and
You
Leon
feel
Fiala.
a shake as the entire station begins to buckle and a loud banging.
All right, here we go.
Did everybody get a good look? We need to go.
Let's go.
Where is your ship?
Don't know. Let's just go.
Azura
We don't have time to
scoops it up.
stand here and think about it. We need to find.
Find an exit.
How are we
You
gonna
don't
get out?
remember.
We're all gonna over here. Ah, this way.
Yes. Do we have the orb? Can we get the orb?
Azura has the orb.
Okay,
All right,
good. Let's go.
This way.
Where's this way? Go.
This on the map.
Lead the way.
Where's my icon? Here we go. This way.
This way.
You flee. Next, you turn around and look at your final look of Cassidy
She's dead. Let's go.
sitting in her chair,
Stop.
and you guys dive down the corridor.
And she waves. Bye.
Cassidy goes, "Wait, I'm feeling fine."
That would suck. Oh my god.
And
we
you-
lost Gant and she's alive.
And you hold the data core close as you run down the hallway.
Yeah, she has
Aw.
Cassidy. It's fine.
You
Yeah,
are running
yes.
towards the middle tree trunk. Do you have any inclination of where you could possibly be going?
No, it'd be
maybe
nice
to
if
the hangar.
Azura remembered where he parked.
A history check to
Hangar.
where we used
All right,
to.
roll a history check. Azura's like just barking into his radio, like
13.
trying to get help. Nix, you remember something.
Here's Zara.
You remember something, Nix.
Oh,
Yes, you remember where your ship was in the dream world.
It was in the fucking
it was in the tree trunk.
Or the arcade. Really, it could be either.
All right, so you have to either find the arcade on the space station.
or the
I mean-
forest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might have had some kind of like,
It's in the
plants.
middle.
Research. Let's go.
Plants make oxygen. They need
Roll
Yeah.
survival.
All of us?
survival. All
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah, everybody.
Hey, everybody. That means you, K17. That means you, Azura.
Well,
Gant's
I
dead body.
accidentally closed my
No,
character
Gant!
sheet.
Don't worry, he's fine.
Fucking rest in pieces, Gant Black. That was a fun
No,
character
he's
while he
fine.
lasted.
He's fine. He's fine. Okay.
You,
fine.
Abram, you smell fertilizer,
I smell poop. It's this way.
and you lead the way. You head down a long
Let's be real
corridor.
though, we could have lost Kay instead, and that would have been tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right. I would have.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I would have
I
cried.
would have cried.
I would have put Aurelio in there to go get Ken.
We're at the last half of
I
the
would've.
game. I'm not afraid to fucking kill your NPCs. You get down the
No, my
end of the
wife.
hallway, and you're looking up, and you see the star closing in. It gets bigger and bigger, and every time
Oh
you
my
think
God.
like we're about to be consumed by it, it's like it just keeps getting closer. And you begin to see these red lines that run along its surface, and they just kind of pulse every now and then. Vroom, vroom.
You know
Yeah,
how
is there
I
anything-
wanted to go in that? Let's not.
No, I want to know. Is there anything like useful we can see on this?
Roll
now that we're
investigation
really
as you're
fucking close.
running down the way.
All right, you guys are gonna have to help me.
Okay.
Just
I
the
really
one.
bad.
Cry.
Nope, just him.
Well, it's fine.
No, 14's good.
14's pretty okay. Okay, yeah, I'll get to that. But you guys run down the hallway
that's
and
never
you
mind.
enter into a large, gigantic room that seems to be very cylindrical. And you come out of the ceiling, and gravity shifts, and suddenly you're walking on a wall that is stairs going down.
Good. Let's keep
Okay.
going.
That's
Below, you
fine.
see a dead forest.
Into the
Okay.
forest.
It's sad that it's dead.
You run down
Does it look familiar? to the
uncomfortably.
forest? I know
Great.
exactly where we're going.
Exactly.
Okay, and you are going to all make dexterity saving throws.
Oh man, here we
We're
go.
gonna lose Kay.
No, K's fine. Dexterity saving. 19.
15.
12.
Why
Okay,
does it keep showing me Nix's die? This is like
it shows
foreboding.
Nix's die for me as well. I think it's just because she rolls
I don't
first,
see
and
It's
it,
too powerful.
it can only
that's
roll
never
one
happened
animation
before.
at a time for me. Everybody
I've
else
never
rolls their
seen that.
dexterity saving throws.
I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. Kay like latches on to the railing of the stairway. It's like a metal staircase that just spirals down, and it snaps.
Cool.
Yeah, you're about like I think 40 feet, 45 feet from the ground, and the bottom just like and just creaks
Oh,
and
God.
falls over and falls in, and you count off all the heads, and you're like, oh good, everyone's here, and Jonathan's like, oh fuck, my knees, and Azura's not there.
What?
But Kay is fine.
Kay seems to be fine. Yeah, she's right next to you.
Okay, cool.
He's
I'm looking for Azura. Where is he?
Yeah, where is my
he's
boy?
about 25 feet down and fallen, and then he smashes into the ground, and there's a huge explosion of dust, and then he stands up and dusts himself
fine.
off because
Yeah.
he's immune to fall damage.
Like a fucking comet.
I was like, was anybody really concerned that he wasn't gonna make that? Like,
I mean,
everyone
Abram
remember
watched
when
it
he
happen,
jumped
but-
out of that helicopter that one time?
yeah,
I
exactly.
God.
mean, Gant didn't survive that whole thing.
Yeah, Gant didn't survive getting smashed by a giant alien ship. What an idiot. Okay,
Pathetic.
Azura, are you okay? Abram says.
Okay.
Okay.
So why does he sound like Chief?
He's down here with me.
Guys, I found the chief.
Let's keep going.
I landed on the chief.
Okay, well, he has the walkie-talkie, so it's fine. Let's keep going to wherever we're
Go.
going.
Bye.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about
I
the
meant-
walkie-talkie.
Wait, what?
I forgot about the walkie-talkie.
See, aren't you glad I gave it to you?
How do you get down?
The same way you did. Let's go.
Okay, roll for damage.
Catch me.
There has to be some stairs.
Is there a safer way down?
Not that you.
Wait a
can-
minute.
Catch us?
Wait,
Yeah.
What?
will this work?
Abram, from underneath your sleeves, you remember that you have these large gauntlets affixed to your shins as greaves and gauntlets to your forearms, and they have like these little tiny engines affixed all around the side for generating significant thrust. You would be immune to this fall damage.
Yay!
I'll
I'm
crawl on
fine.
his back.
Bye.
If only one of you had a jetpack or something as well, this would be a lot.
Can I seriously crawl on his back?
I don't.
I weigh
I
130
can. Okay,
pounds.
listen. Here's my reasoning for this. I could probably go down with one person, but I can't come back up with this.
You can't go
Wait.
up with that at all. Period.
I cannot go up.
Wait,
That's not an up
So I can-
device.
can my
Yeah, that's what
my
I'm saying.
staff be used as like a ladder? Is there like a wall somewhere that I can like?
No.
Wait, what if you jump down and like keep it under you,
And then
hope the
activate it at
magnetic
the
field?
last second
Yeah,
and cut yourself in half from.
Yeah.
it
from
won't
crotch
cut her
up.
in half.
The velocity will impale her.
Don't stand on it. Not like that. Like horizontal.
That's still not.
You don't get cut in
Can
half by a
someone at
horizontal
least
line.
catch me?
I'm gone. Abram jumps.
Frail.
Bye.
I'm
Y'all
on his
figure
back,
yourselves out.
by
I'm
the
going.
way.
Abram jumps and Aurelio's on his back, and Aurelio just gives you the peace sign as Abram just like.
Bye, Nix.
Yeah, you're about like 20 feet from the ground. There's just a. And some
That
thrust
doesn't
is
work 'cause we're
generated.
fat together.
And you're too fat. You do hit the ground. I'm going to ask you to make a Constitution saving throw because this is more weight than it was meant to carry.
Thanks, Aurelio. I wasn't even trying to bring you. You just jumped on my back.
You're not the one that needed the Constitution saving throw,
It's
Aurelio.
fine.
Abram, you do
Yeah,
take
I
a
did.
little
You
bit
killed
of
me.
you do take a little bit of damage. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
On
Aurelio's
the way
chin
down, he's
beams
just
you.
like, Aurelio!
But you land rather softly, like a cat.
Yes, meow. Hello, Azura. I brought this with me. I dump Aurelio on the ground.
Excellent.
I'm the one carrying the med pack.
Azura looks
I have
up,
something.
and there's Nyx. Man, we're fucked, huh?
Wait, doesn't Kay have any, like, thrusters on his body?
You don't have
Her body?
anything to help you
No,
get down?
I don't. No, I don't. I don't normally carry those things on me.
Hey, Aurelio calls up. Isn't there a railing over there? And railings have pegs, like, going vertically. Couldn't you just solder it off and then lay it down horizontally
Don't we
like
have
a
like
ram?
rope or something?
How about, Aurelio, we just find the ship and fly up there?
Fly up inside the ship with that
Yeah.
ship to get them?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
let's
pretty
do it.
meta.
Yeah.
Computer upgrades.
Let's go. We're gonna start searching while they're trying to find
We'll be
a way.
back.
Okay, roll survival. Roll investigation. Investigation would be the better
Investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tablet, sensor pads.
Aurelio,
pajamas.
you've flown this thing in much
7.
tighter spaces.
one. Okay. While they're looking for
8.
it,
That's 7.
Nyx.
Hmm?
Do you really think everything is on that data core?
Oh my god.
All
I
of
hope
it?
so. I hope so.
Do you think there's any way that we could ever break into it again?
That's what I'm hoping. I can't leave her in there alone.
Yes, right, Cassidy. You still don't resent her after all this, huh?
How can I? I was in a similar situation.
I still don't know what situation it was. What happened?
She thought everything was gone. Destroyed right before her very eyes. And she kind of like looks at the jacket. Edenborough existed.
It was real.
All real.
Incredible.
Abram, you kick down a tree branch. It's all just dead. It's all just dead trees. The soil is gray and more like charcoal than anything else, which would actually be really good for growing plants. But anyway, everything is just dead. You feel like a choking sensation. Every step coughs up dust and smoke from the ground. And you are hopefully following the way that you think would take you to the biggest tree. And eventually you see growing up out of the ground tendrils like the ones that were wrapped around you and your friends and Gant. And they seem to be coming from a direction, forward and ahead. You follow him. Aurelio, you are pretty on that shit and tight. Azura is also along the way, but he's got his beam sword out at this point.
Ready to kill. I like it.
Indeed. And as you do, you hear something crack.
Nope. Guys, that was me, sorry. Never mind, it wasn't me.
You hear it again.
Nope, definitely not me.
No.
What is it?
Roll perception.
Okay, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. Not much. 7.
It was nothing. Roll initiative.
17.
We're fine.
What?
Wait,
It was,
I already rolled 17.
it was a creature in the woods. It barrels down upon you, but does not get a surprise round.
What? Who is this? 22.
Erupting from the soil is another misshapen robotic
21.
creature. This one has no head.
Nice.
Oh.
Its left arm is nothing but those tentacles. Its right, a drill. Not the kind for mining. It seems more like the kind for teeth.
A murderer.
For teeth?
For teats.
Okay, cool. Good thing we don't have any of those.
Teeth.
Aurelio takes off his shirt and reveals like no nipples.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right,
The radiation got them.
so the AAA squad is going to take care of this.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have a card.
Roll
Oh my God.
your Abram. Roll your Abrams.
Abram. Okay. Don't make
This
me
thing
laugh.
plods towards you with 3 legs.
It will never end. 16.
Okay, you lunge forward at it and stab it straight through the fucking heart. How much damage do you do?
I roar and I do 8 damage for the first one.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna. How many?
You just hear like as you pierce through it and oil begins to
Superior-
drip down your spear.
Superiority die? If maybe. Hopefully it's. Wait a minute.
How
no.
many do you have left?
Hold on. Let me check something. I have 3 left, but I'm not gonna use it. Not yet. I'll see how sturdy this thing is. Here's the second attack, sorry. 13?
That does not hit.
God, the second attacks, my dude. They're not very...
My man.
My dude.
Aurelio, it's your turn.
Okay.
Nix, you watch in horror as your friends are being attacked by some horrifying tentacle creature.
I'm gonna get on in there with the double nail guns. So
Can I throw something?
19.
You're about
And,
300 feet away. Okay,
Oh.
you hit with the
19 to
first
10.
nail gun.
Okay.
I can't improvise a grenade
5
here.
piercing.
Sorry, guys.
Nice.
Don't worry, you do what you gotta do up there.
Okay.
And we'll...
Here, I'm going to
Kill
move you
some.
guys up a little bit just so that we have a battle mat with which to battle with. But you guys just, you know, imagine where you guys are.
Okay.
Imagine all the people. Copyright strike.
Yeah, we don't do that.
And then you just hear a harmonica sound next to you, Nix, and you turn to your right and you realize there's Jonathan.
Why does he sound like a harmonica? Hey, Jonathan.
I haven't
Is
forgot
that
about
really
him. We just hasn't
is
talked.
this really the time?
Listen, it's really hard, and I want to play my music. No, I think we'll be okay. However, this gun definitely has a range that can hit them, so I'm going to participate in this
Nice.
fight. If you don't mind, Nix, please move over.
Moving.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Jonathan like unfolds like a sight, and like the barrel extends about 3 feet, and
That's
then
so
he
cool.
lines it up like over his shoe.
We've got ourselves a sniper.
So you're a sniper.
I prefer the term sharpshooter.
So a sniper.
Yes,
He's a bard sniper.
I'm a bard sniper. No, I snipe bards.
Wait,
I
Aurelio.
He lines up the side. A red light just appears on Aurelio's chest. I need another creature. This'll do. No, not that one. I don't like that one. This one. Give it to
I
me.
can't wait for it to be 5 times bigger than us again. Oh.
It's so cute, and also 3 times bigger than that.
Yeah, here it
Oh.
comes.
I don't know where you guys are. Oh, there he is. I had school.
Why?
Man, I love that
Oh, it's
thing.
not. I know,
Why?
it's cute. Look at his legs, his feet.
Yeah.
And he has a little
Why?
tail.
It's 6 centipede-like legs. I know I said 3, but I meant 3 on each side. Totally. It is the creature's turn.
Great.
The one behind you. It
Leave
lunges out
blinders,
from the
Nicole.
soil and attacks.
Huh? Wait.
There's one behind us?
Yes, there is.
So in front of me.
There's 2 of them.
Okay, well,
It
they're both
bursts up
damaged.
from the soil
One can.
and attacks you. It gets a fucking critical. Holy shit!
No!
Me?
On you.
Lalilo.
Bye, guys.
It does double damage, but it only rolled very
Just
small
kidding.
number.
I have full health.
You take 4 points of. Sorry, I have to multiply that by 2. You take 8 points of damage.
That's fine.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's all good. 16. No problem.
No prob, she says, crackling in and out.
Yeah.
And now it's Azura's turn.
Oh my god,
He
kill them all.
takes a step forward, and unfortunately, he can't do things against multiple people. He uses his weapon. I need to turn off that automatically roll everything.
Beautiful.
He does a lot of damage.
Spicy meatball.
No, it's
My
not.
marinara.
It's not a critical. It's 10 plus.
Yeah, turn off your
I
initiative
know.
roll.
I know.
Nonsense.
Well, I have to change it. I have to turn it off for every single individual character, which is a huge
Horrifying.
fucking pain.
Yeah.
But I will do that.
For Azura, at least, because he's important and will always be in my life.
We'll see.
4, 5.
How much damage did he do? What did he do? He did
6.
something horrible.
10?
He's in range.
I guess 10. Because
Uh,
the plus 6 is that crit for whatever reason.
Yeah. He cuts off its fucking legs, and it's left with very little HP.
Good.
Yeah.
Should I roll initiative?
No, because there's nothing that you can. I don't think you have anything that you can attack with.
10 squares, robotic command.
You're not actually that. You are well. You're 300 feet away. Remember?
Oh. But it says 10 squares. It is 10 squares.
That's 100 feet.
This is
like, he
not-
can't actually put you 100 feet
I
away.
can't.
Huh? Oh my
What?
god, yeah, that. Hang on.
I
Okay,
just,
I'm gonna.
okay, let me. I just put you there so that you were still like in the.
I can't actually see the ruler. Is this 100 feet?
100 feet.
But you
is,
guys are 300 feet away.
You're 300
Here.
feet away.
There we go.
30 squares.
You're,
Oh my
you're gonna
God,
have to
we're not-
respect. You have to
That's
respect
so
it.
far. Fine.
Yeah.
Well, you're on the
Because-
stairs still.
You're on the stairs.
Fine.
We're,
And then they
we're
went deep
far
into the
away
woods.
and 40 feet down, or 50 feet down.
Yeah.
I think the only accurate squareness is the battle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I'm gonna do what I should have done years ago and separate you fucking there.
What I should have done years ago. Scribbles on the map.
It is the other creature's turn, the one that barely has any health left. It makes an attack, swipes through at Abram and completely misses.
Hey, I can kill
Suck
you.
it.
The tentacles and slam into the ground. Soil bursts into the air. Abram, you lunge forward with your spear.
Please, God, obey me. Hold on, you can make a melee weapon attack. 12. I hate you. Wait,
You
yeah, I hate you.
you stab it through, and like it just like goes right over its head as it just dodges to the left. It's
This
got surprising power.
This spear?
The spear is just as
This-
good as your sword.
This
You would have
spear?
missed anyway.
This spear is sassy. That's what it is.
Oh, I'm so sassy.
Oh god.
We are
Dog.
up to Abram again. Your real turn.
Oh, okay. Let's try this again. I ain't quitting you. Wait. wrong.
Yeah, you hit it.
Yay!
It actually doesn't matter how much damage you do. You destroy it no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
you
sure.
stab it straight through the head region. It has no head. It's actually more like two
I
LEDs.
put it in the neck.
Yeah, right where the neck would be, like the top of its torso, and just slices it right off like a pancake, just right off. And it falls limp forward, and the tentacles like writhe for a little bit longer, and then eventually still themselves. However, you still have one more to deal with. Aurelio, it's your turn.
Wait, can I move and attack again?
Sure.
Because I have extra attack, right? And I still have my
Yeah,
movement.
I guess so. Can you get
But
there within the
go
distance?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry, Aurelia. Let me just jump on your head really quick.
Don't care, do it.
I mean, I'm gonna soften it up for you. Unless I miss. Okay.
You hit.
Okay, there we go.
Do a lot of damage.
I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I'm hungry like the wolf.
Da woof.
Ow.
Yeah, you hear like in the back of your head, just like.
Now it's your turn.
It's definitely Aurelia's turn, yeah.
Mhm.
However, before that happens, a bullet flies right overhead and hits it right in the side and deals 10 points of damage.
Yay, is it dead?
Nope.
Okay.
The actual fuck.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe it was Jonathan.
It was
trying to
Jonathan.
set- Oh, okay. I was like, maybe was it Gant?
No, he's
Gant.
dead forever.
He's not dead.
He's totally dead.
No, out my heart.
I'm gonna roll
Okay,
nail
good.
guns.
Yeah, roll those nail guns.
12 and 24.
Second one hits.
Nice.
4 piercing.
Okay, yeah, you take the shot. You fire off 2, and the one embeds itself in the armor and doesn't seem to do much damage. And the second one gets a little bit deeper in there, and you see a spurt of black oil. And the
See.
tentacles writhe. And then the creature moves to attack for you. Oh, it critically fails!
Good.
It explodes! No, it just swipes its tentacles across, and like they all get caught on the trees and stuff like that, and it just has trouble like meandering itself through. It is down to Azura's turn because that thing doesn't actually get multiple attacks. It's not that tough. Azura's gonna go for the slice, but even he can miss.
No, you can't.
But he didn't.
Ugh.
He jumps up in the air and then slices his sword down and slices off its arm.
He's got a +10. I don't think he can miss.
He can
literally
miss.
Can't. No, if he rolls like a 1.
If he rolls a 1, he'll miss.
If he rolls a 1 and between a 1 and a 5, he'll miss. He has a 25% chance to miss, which is small.
Yeah.
But he kills it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Aurelio softened it up enough for 6 to do the final blow.
Sick.
He doesn't really do that much damage. It's just like he's very accurate. Yeah, you slice it in twain, and then it begins to slowly slide apart, and then its like core explodes in a
good.
beautiful eruption of energy. No one is injured. It just looks fucking sick.
Oh, okay, nice. We don't look at it though.
Yeah, you all turn away at the last second, and Jonathan like puts his rifle down and like looks up, and there's a single tear that's like rolling down his eye.
Jesus.
They were so fucking cool, he says. Yeah, what do? You're close to the ship. You feel
damn.
a rattling around you, and the soil begins to vibrate again.
No.
Yeah, my little butterfly.
I gotta go.
Oh, don't worry, we're getting to that. You see up in the wall a little bit of a tear form as the outer armor of this particular room, separating you from the black bleakness of space, begins to be torn. And we'll pick up next time.
No!
Yep.
Sweet. I love cliffhangers.
I hate cliffhangers.
I love them.
Fuck you.